All right. I don't know if I'm live everywhere yet, but I could not wait to share with you the release of this program. I shared a snippet of the demo version of this program a little while ago. Tracy was playing it, and I just kind of shot my camera at the screen and showed you. But now I'm showing you from within Kayak VR. This is the full version. And the demo I had one level, a canyon, which was gorgeous. And this one has many more. So we're going to pull up. For the first time, I'm looking at this. I haven't looked at any of these other locations yet, so I'm going to do that now. So I'm going to the menu here. And here are our choices. Kings Canyon, which I've done, I think, as part of the demo. Papagayo, Costa Rica. Sierra Cove in Antarctica. And something, from Norway that I can't pronounce. And then we're back. So where should we begin, I wonder? By the way, I am loosely monitoring your comments here on the screen, which I have made very difficult to read for myself inside VR. So if you're there and you're watching and you have any comments on all this, feel free to let me know. So this Antarctica one, the ice area, is something that I have been very interested in from the beginning. You've got two different modes: racing with other real people out there in the world, which I'm not going to do right now. I'm just going to do some free roam so that we can walk around. So we got two different environmental settings here, sunset and night, which we did not have in the demo. So I guess I'm going to go with sunset so we can kind of see around. And I'll explain the mechanics the best as I can. Hey, Amy. So we're just loading. I don't even know what you see when it's loading, but I'm sure it's not beautiful scenery. But let's just hang with it, hang with it, hang with it. These are large levels. There's lots of data to load, and the payoff will be worth it. And here we go. All right, now I have turned off, there's music that comes with this game. I've turned it off for copyright, issues, but it's at least what they had with the demo was extremely inspiring. So the mechanic could not be easier. I'm holding the controllers, and everything acts exactly as you would expect in a real kayak. The way that you control a real kayak is the way that you control this one. Let me see if we can interact with these. At least we can push off from them. So it looks like here we could go back into a cave, so I figure why not? If you want to go fast, you just go more wildly with your arms. So let's check this out in here. I wish I had chosen some music that I did have permission to play to kind of enhance this, but you get the idea. Now, it's going to be hard for you to fully appreciate, obviously, what I'm experiencing because I'm in VR and I can look all around and it's like I'm really here. I can look down and see the kayak and my paddle and all this. Of course, you just see what is being shown on the screen. And also, the sound in here is quite amazing. We've got all the echo that you would expect in an ice cave of water. And if any of you have spent any time at an ice cave of water, you can vouch for the authenticity of the sounds here. But to me, this is one of the crowning achievements in VR so far. I mean, I've played a lot of really cool, VR experiences. And in this case, since I'm not racing with other people, I call this way more of an experience than a game because there's no points to do here. It's just pure relaxation and just immersion. You can almost feel the chill of the ice off the walls of the cave. Oh, check this out. Some sort of water. Now, we cannot get out of this, so there's no way for me to climb up there. But it looks like wind is blowing snow through there. All right, let me get back out of here. So this is a program which you can get if you have any sort of VR gear. Like I said in the description, I'm actually running this off my PC. This is a PC VR experience, not native to the Quest 2, but the Quest 2 is what I'm wearing to have this experience. And I'm streaming wirelessly from my desktop PC and to the Quest, which is in a completely other room. So I'm wireless, non-tethered. Oh, I'd love to hear if there's different music for this, but I just, although the worst thing they're going to do is mute it. That's the worst thing they're going to do. Oh, now that's a cool bonus. It would be really awesome if there was this huge wave that came rushing up and tossed us upside down, and then we're under the water. I feel like I saw some footage of this during a race sequence where you actually, I don't know whether you went up a ramp or something, but you did splash and go under the water for a moment. So when this level started, I was facing one way and I turned completely around and went through the cave. So I wonder what would have been ahead of me had I kept going. But these levels, as you can see, are very big, which is why we had the long loading time. And truly, once you get used to the controls, you don't even think about them anymore. It's just so natural to be rowing this way. I wish I, had a camera on me so you could see what it looked like. Look at this. So many little nooks and crannies to explore. So for those of you watching, how is this looking in terms of, because I'm also recording this locally on my computer, and it might be causing it to be a little less smooth than normal for you guys. And if viewing it, if you're watching and it looks super smooth, great, I won't change a thing. If not, maybe I'll turn off the local recording and see what happens. All right, just for fun, let me see if I can switch this to nighttime. I can't, it doesn't seem like I can do it just from here. I think I have to choose it again, free roam, night. All right, so it's going to start over, but hopefully not load the whole thing again. Well, it does seem to be loading it again. So it's just time to listen to me and see what's ever up on the screen. This is the non-edited live stream version of this, and so I don't have any sort of contingency for the load screens in between. All right, so now here we are. Now, it may be too dark for you to even see what's going on, but they've got different sounds. Hey, Andrew. Awesome stuff. It looks great, even though we can't swim. I cannot believe that I chose such a poor display for myself, these comments. I have such an opportunity to be able to interact, and I just didn't do it right. So I apologize. All right, so that's pretty dark. So let's go to a completely different. Let's go to Norway. We'll go to free roam. Look at this. They have a storm. We have to check out the storm. Let me see if I can make this out. Awesome stuff. It looks great, and even if we can't swim, the fact that it's in VR makes it enjoyable. Absolutely. It's super enjoyable. And it takes a long time to load. I think this thing is maybe, for those of you for whom this means anything, maybe, I know the demo was like, it was like 5 gigs or something. Okay. What I love about this one is that there is the simulated up and down. It's not enough. I wish it was more. It's not enough to make me sick. But instead of just gliding along, and it changes the way that it interacts with the water too. It's not just as smooth. I'm going against this. Oh baby, this is awesome. This is freaking awesome. I love rain scenarios in VR anyway. And now to be out in a kayak in a storm with no danger of dying. At least not from water or drowning or lightning. Look at the lighthouse up there doing its thing. Wow, wow, wow. Let me just turn around and... This right here is like a VR dream come true. It definitely, you can feel the effort and the the lightning and the thunder, I should say, the sounds are 3D directional, so it sounds like it's coming from where it's supposed to. So it's, again, super immersive. And I think if your comments weren't floating in front of my face, it would be even more immersive. Let's see if I can go out to that little lit buoy. Wait a minute. Did you see that whale out there? I was wondering if they're going to throw some wildlife in there. I'm going to keep facing in that direction. See if the whale resurfaces, because that is cool. I love how they throw these little things in, the little animations that keep it even more real. All right, I'm going out towards where the whale was. Now, if it was to jump up right in front of me, it would probably freak me out completely. But what a wonderful way to be freaked out. All right, I'm going to resume my quest over here. Who knows how far I can go? It looks like you could just, you know, go out to freaking forever. All right, all right. I'll be anxious. I'll be excited to see if they have different music for each scenario and what kind of music would be playing on something like this. So again, the paddle interacts. I can push off realistically. The rain sound is perfect. The bobbing up and down is perfect. Wow. Let's turn around so we got stuff to see. I've got this whole area to explore with the lighthouse. Probably go all around that. Just so I know, is the thunder and lightning and rain drowning out my voice where you can't understand me? And of course, if you can't understand me, you couldn't understand that question. I like to think that somehow it's all just perfectly balanced. And I also like to think that if someone was scrolling their timeline and just saw this video just right here, I'm assuming you're not seeing I'm hoping you're not seeing your comments floating in front of me. But would they think for a moment, oh my God, somebody is really in a kayak? Or is it just obviously a computer simulation? Well, obviously if I do this, there's no arms. But okay, so I just saw the whale. You can see, maybe you can see, I don't know if you can tell or not, but on the other side of the island, the whale just surfaced and blew water out of its blowhole. All right. Let me just see now what this would look like. Was this Norway? Oh boy. Yeah. So let's do day instead. Sorry, we got to sit through the load time. That's not copywritten music. It's monotonous, but at least I don't have to pay for it. Key change. Bow. Yeah, okay, here we go. Now we're back. Same location, but it's not pouring down rain. But the water is definitely different. The water has more activity, and the kayak has more, bounce. Like it just feels more like I'm in it. So this is the same scenario, only without the rain. But I can, fish. I forgot to point the fish out, I guess because we haven't really seen any so far. But let me see what happens if I put my head under the water. Well, I don't see anything. But maybe you did. All right. And now it's much easier. I can feel myself moving along much faster now without the storm slowing me down. But I definitely still feel like I'm being pulled by a current. It's hard to describe, but it's one of the things that makes good VR so awesome, because it's easy to forget that it's a computer, except for one thing. I'm completely dry. Okay, wait, there's a little animal. And the resolution on the animal isn't that sharp, and Hi, puppy. Hi. Hi, you probably smell Lucy. She's my cat. It's okay, it's okay. I'm not going to come out. I got no way to come out. You're good. You're a good dog. You protect... Well, let's see if I can interact with this Come on, I want to see if I can lift it. Yeah, I can. All right, all right, all right, all right. Get the birds up in the sky. I'm off of your territory. Just relax. See? And he calmed down. That's good programming, my friends. I just want to see what's out here. There's another little boat over there. There's the fish, if you can see him. He's right under the boat. Right there. And they do respond to the paddle. Wow. It just goes on and on. The other great thing is I didn't have to drive here. I didn't have to find parking. Though the temperature is whatever the heck I say it is, which I think is about 78 degrees. And I could play whatever music I wanted to. Oh, do you see under there? Do you see that? Looks like a little... Okay. Dolphin, maybe? No? A shark? Is that a shark? It looks like a shark. I'm trying to follow it. There's a couple of them. Oh, maybe it's dolphin. No, that's a manatee. What the heck are these? No, they look like sharks. It looks like I found a nest of sharks. Again, if I could just put my head underwater. Nope. When I put my head underwater, achievement unlocked, Das Boot. I don't know what that means. Did I find a boot? I mean, they look like sharks, right? They don't look like dolphins. They don't move like dolphins. And there's a... Oh, look at that. There's a wreckage of a sub or something under there. Do you see that? Are you able to see that stuff underwater? Looks like a shark to Aaron. Okay. And they are following me. Or maybe I just moved into their little nest. No, as I'm going, they're going. So, I might be dinner. I don't know. All right, let's check out another one. How about... We've done that. Well, you haven't, maybe. It depends on if you've seen the demo. So, I like the night, but let's check out the days first. All right, more copyright-free music. We are loading up the thing. Yeah, we're loading up the thing. Ding 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 day. It's taking off. Freaking, as I said, like to say, looks. Oh God, that was the same thing. All right, I'm just stretch. I'm out of words for the song. All right, here we go. Daytime in wherever it was. Let's just take a look around first. Again, we're at the beach, so we've got a lot of area to play with. We got your palm trees. Let's head out and see what we've got. I know Tracy will love this one. Nice clear water, so if there is any other wildlife, we should see it with no problem. So imagine then coming in and then there's a race setup with, like, I've seen it, start line, finish line, and then lots of other real people in their virtual kayaks racing each other. Sounds stressful to me. This is so much more my speed. Just come out here. I wish you could free roam with other people. Now that would be awesome. Where I could, Tracy could get on and whoever could get on, and we could all just kayak together without racing one another. I wonder if that's a thing. Because that would be the bomb ditty. Again, this is one where I can feel the current. It is definitely pushing me in one direction, and I kind of have to work a little harder to not be pushed in that direction, which is cool. It makes it more real, which is what makes this one so awesome. Now, it seems like there's probably, because it seems like in the demo or some setting I had, that the trees, although they look good, looked even better in the demo. A little more fidelity maybe around the leaves, or maybe when I get up closer they'll sharpen up. There is one higher level setting. This one's set actually for epic. They also have cinematic, which, you know, is the best, but I really couldn't tell from my setup anyway a perceptible difference. My graphics card is not a terrible graphics card, but it's certainly not top of the line. What do we got under here? Fish? You see the fish? I wonder if I could, if I wanted to, go out to those mountains. If I wanted to, or those. See if I can interact with any of this stuff on the shore. It's totally possible to kind of get stuck, like, you know, just trying to see what all this stuff is on the bottom. Like if you ram up to shore, now I'm on the ledge, I can push myself off, just like real life there. So those are rocks right there. I guess I'm not going to be able to do too much interacting with those. But now, for the sake of those who have not seen the other thing I did with the little demo, I will go I'll go over to the canyon because it is gorgeous. And then we'll end this. I'm kind of stuck up here on here anyway. All right. So we're going to go to... We did that. Kings Canyon. Free roam. Oh, I have nighttime now. This is what I wanted. I want storm in there so bad. All right, well, just so you can see it, we're going to go day, and then I'm going to end this broadcast with going night. Music. Yeah. How about spoken word? Music. Yeah, it's a trippy thing. It's something that you can speak or sing. All right, that didn't take long. Thank God. That didn't take long. Thank God. Now, this is the level that was in the demo. And it is quite spectacular. Lots of fish and things like that to see. Lots of stuff floating around. I'll give you a little bit of a look at it here, and then I'm going to see what it looks like in nighttime. You see fish up here. There's little white things moving around. They swim away when I get close. Little nice touches in this level, like falling leaves and, you know, birds flying, and there's birds that sit on rocks until you get close, and then they fly off, kind of like in that first level when we saw the avalanche happen once we got to a certain zone. So they do all kinds of things to keep it interesting. And, you know, I'm just breezing by all this stuff, but any one of these areas is super interesting just to park and sit. Like if this was real life, and I did the driving, and I, you know, loaded the kayak in, and I dragged it down to the... Here, that's what I'm talking about. Once we get there, then the birds take off. You know, I probably wouldn't just get in here and just kayak the whole time. I'd find a cool place like this and just chill, you know. Listen to some tunes, do some meditating or some visualizing, right? I wouldn't just rush right through this environment. All right, let me go turn on the nighttime version. Because, but here we are back at a loading screen, and hopefully it won't take very long. I say that every time, and it takes what it takes. Do you know what I'm saying? I wonder if they can let you switch to a rod and reel to catch fish. I got another VR game called Real Fishing, which it looks spectacular like this, and it's great for fish. Okay, this is so freaking dark. I cannot see a thing, and I think part of it is because the comments that I have in front of my face are so bright that the contrast is messing with my brain. Let me pop out real quick, see if I can move your comments just for a second, see if that has an impact on what I can see. Nope, it's freaking dark. I'm basically, I mean, I guess, you know, I can look up and see the stars, but I don't know what I'm up against. I cannot see anything if I turn around. No. Let me go back. We'll go back to Antarctica where I started. Back at sunset. Okay, here we are. Come on. Back in Antarctica where we began this journey. Still as spectacular as I remember it. Although remember at the beginning of this, I turned myself around and went through those caves, and there's this whole outside area to explore. So this, you know, if you got a computer, got a few $100s to throw at a Quest 2, this is the kind of stuff you can do when you're just like, I gotta get away from it all. I got to, but how? I'd really like to go kayaking, but I don't even have a kayak. These are things you might say to yourself on a daily basis. But if you do say those things and you have what I said, or are willing to go get what I said, this is just the beginning, my friends. We're so early in this, and experiences like this are just going to get more and more so. Boy, do I love this floating ice stuff. Very cool. Very cool. So get on board if you dare. All right, we'll turn around, take a look at what we're doing. There's the cave. I'm going to end this broadcast probably ungracefully. I don't know what it's going to look like on the screen, but I'm going to push this button now. Kayak VR Mirage. The link